Yeah.
When the Hawks arrived at the farm, about a month after Arthur Fraser opened his case in 2022, the couch, the infamous couch under which the dollars, the cushions were hidden, was no longer there. And that automatically leads to several other questions. Like, okay, what sort of a couch was this? Was it a special couch that had a recess in the bottom to store things? Was it maybe one of those fold-out sleeper couch things that has those drawers in the bottom?
Did it have like buffalo patterns on it?
Leopard print skin, like what? And most importantly, why isn't it there anymore? And then you ask the presidency.
Yeah, that blew my mind, the response.
And they get back and they say, no, it was sent for reupholstery. The only couch in the whole house that was sent for reupholstery is this particular couch. Now, obviously we can't say that anyone interfered with the crime scene. We can't say that this was deliberate to try and throw the police off the track, because remember, the police were never supposed to find out about this. The entire reason why we can legitimately say that this was an attempted cover-up is because there was no police case registered for the break-in. The Presidential Protection Service ran like a parallel investigation into this. And it just baffles me. It really baffles me that we can write articles and publish these investigations about a story in which the president, money was stolen, a large amount of money, more than he has said was stolen.
And you feel confident that this 580,000 is...
that number is way too low. We obviously don't have, a down to the cent amount that was taken.
Yeah.
But and in particular, my colleague Jeff Wicks and I also worked on the story together right at the beginning, is what Jeff was able to show was car purchases. I was able to show property purchases. And we were able to show that they spent a lot more money than what was allegedly taken.
Very interesting.
The amount of $580,000 that is the official version of how much money was there.
Yeah.
They spent that amount on cars alone. Ford Ranger Buckies, Golf GTIs, a Porsche, 2 G-Wagons, a Polo GTI. Emanuela David spent 200,000 Rand on grills, on mouth jewelry.
No ways.
It's things like that. And the one thing that has come out in court so far that I think truly cements this is that the man who drove them from, and this is testimony that's been going on in the trial now recently.
Yeah, this is,
And obviously we can't name it because the court has said we're not allowed to name any of these people. But he drove the burglars.
Right. So the people who stole this money, he was the person transporting them.
Yeah.
Sure.
He drove them from Bella Bella to Rustenburg, and then drove Emanuela David specifically from Rustenburg to the East Rand where he purchased a car. Emanuela David gave that man $30,000 in cash.
$30,000.
If you had only stolen 560, how are you giving away 30,000 on the first night?
Yeah.
So these are the things that we have to still grapple with.